Good afternoon, everybody. Ryan Holder Outdoors. Got my little buddy Wildman right here, my little sidekick. All right, go play. He likes to wave to everybody. What's going on, y'all? This month's April tackle talk video that I promised y'all. I know I'm a few days late. I really wanted to try to get this filmed Thursday when I was still at Lake Gaston, but time just slipped away and I wanted to fish. I didn't get to it, and then I wanted to get to it this past weekend, and that didn't happen either. So anyway, getting to it now for you guys. Pretty good month of April. It started out a little slow, but it definitely picked up. And then I also didn't fish a whole lot in April either until I got to Gaston. I fished 4 days in a row. So to start out, early April, went and fished my buddy's pond, SP Fishing on YouTube. Y'all be sure to check him out. Give him a big shout out, Steven. And I already did. And he went to Stevens Pond too with us in his kayak. So went to Stevens Pond. Fishing was a little slow for me that day. I had several hits on my favorite bait. Couldn't get a good hook set on them. Not sure what was going on. My hooks were bent on that bait that I was using. I had caught a ton of fish on it last summer. But anyway, that was the Rebel Popar that you see here that I have. This is the Foxy Mama color. This is like one of my absolute favorite baits right here to throw. It's got that orange belly right there, got that darker top, got the yellow side, a little bit of yellow side, nice eyes, got that orange in the mouth there. Truly love this Popar, this exact color, this exact one by Rebel. I have caught an absolute ton of fish on this one bait in my lifetime. My favorite, absolute go-to. I will say what I have noticed with these is after about 10, 15 fish catches, these hooks, these rear trebles here will start to get bent up. And what I don't like, and I even had another guy tell me, actually SP Fishing, he had looked up the same thing. Rebel does not put specs and tell you what hook size this is. So I'm not sure what size this is to replace. I did get a size 6 the other day, and it's actually smaller. So I'm guessing I need 4 or 8. I'm not sure if higher the number, the bigger the hook, or lower the number, the bigger the hook. Not sure on that. Don't hold me to it. But anyway, so once I do figure out what treble that is, I'll come back to y'all on that. But anyway, this is what I caught them on the pond. Caught a ton of fish on this one Popar on the Nottoway River. This is just a go-to bait for me. Spring, summertime months. This will always be tied on in my kayak. So we get to Gaston, get down there, and before I went, told one of my good buddies that I was going down there, and he said, I want you to take these worms, I want you to try them out. I said, okay. I'd caught a 5-pounder and like 2, 2.5, 2 pounders. Somewhere in there, I didn't weigh those. These are the Tournament Series Bass Pro Shops worms. Absolutely nothing special by any means. The color is Blue Fleck. The color is Blue Fleck. I don't know the length of this. It's the label's pretty worn off, but I think it's a 6 to 7 inch worm is what I'm going off of. So y'all be sure to check these out. I was really personally surprised this color worked in the clear water at Lake Gaston. I always thought June bug, like stained water or tannic water. And I'm gonna tell you what, for 2 days in a row, I caught fish on this worm. The first day I caught 3 fish on this worm. The very next day I caught 3 fish on this same worm too. So for the first 2 days I was down there, this worm was it. But I had to fish it very meticulously slow, very slow. Almost every dock pylon I was flipping, pitching, casting to on every dock. I mean, I was spending 30 minutes on one dock almost. But it was paying off, and it did pay off with a 5-pounder. So that's that. There was a bait and tackle shop down there where we were staying, and I had caught a few fish on the Rebel Popar. It Gaston, and went into the bait and tackle shop, and I was telling the guy there, I was like, the Rebel Popars, I love them because I had just bought like 2 brand new ones from him. And I was like, man, the hooks are just bending out on me. He said, yeah. He was like, if you don't mind, just look at these Popars for me. I said, okay. He said, I know they're pricey. He said, but they're worth it. They hold up. And he said, this exact color, I have a lot of luck on down here at Gaston. I was like, all right, cool, you know. Well, he showed them to me, and you're probably gonna recognize this. I'm not a brand guy when it comes to pop bars. I've never have been. I've had luck on the Rebel, so I just stuck with Rebel. But this is the Rick Clunn Rio Rico pop bar. Some of you have probably heard of this, know about this particular bait. This one is in the package here. I can take it out. This is the bigger version. He says he liked the bigger version down there. He could cast it further in that clear water. It wouldn't spook the fish. So I got the big version as well, but I also got the smaller version as well too. Just because I have a couple of these big ones and I've never really caught fish on the bigger popper. Wanted to get the smaller version, which is right here. I have it on my rod and reel. So, but I've caught a handful of fish. You can see this has already got some teeth marks on it from fish. I caught a handful. I mean, as soon as I got it and I started fishing it at Gaston, I mean, the hooks held up. I know the paint's a little chipped already and stuff, but everything else about that popper is, it's held up like he said it would. So since I got this one in my hand, I've kind of gone over it before, I think in a previous video, but I'll go over it again. This is my top water rod and reel setup here. We'll start with the rod. I absolutely love the Halo rods. This is the Halo XD3 Pro rod. This is a 7'3" medium heavy. Lure weight is 1/4 to 3/4 ounce. Line weight is 10 to 17 pounds. I have it paired with a Shimano SLX XT bait caster, low profile. This is the 8.2 gear ratio. This is 30-pound braided line. And then I have a little bit of a leader tied on it. And I think this is probably 12, 15 pound leader that I have tied on it. And that is my top water set, probably from here on out the rest of the year. I've already started catching fish on a popper. So popper, buzz bait, that will only be tied on this rod for the remainder of the year, this rod and reel setup. The next one, what I caught the fish on with the ribbon tail, the blue fleck that I just spoke of. I caught this on St. Croix rod, the St. Croix Triumph right here, if you can see that. This is a 7-foot rod, medium power, fast action, 10 to 17 pound line, 1/4 to 3/4 ounce lure weight. I actually bought this setup used from a good buddy of mine, the local bait and tackle shop here in Hopewell. Y'all be sure to check out James River Bait and Tackle Company. My good buddy Donnie Bell, he sold me this setup used. It come with the Lew's reel, American Hero. Not really a fancy Lew's, I don't believe. From what I've looked up, I think this is probably about a $60 or $70 reel. But it already had the braided line on it when I got it from him. So I was like, sweet, I'll take it. He gave me a good deal on it. Caught a lot of fish on it already. The reel does great, it's held up great. The rod, St. Croix, you know, St. Croix can't beat St. Croix. But back to the rod and reel. The reel is a Lew's American Hero, speed spool laser AH. It's a 7:1 gear ratio. And I have roughly about I'm not gonna say because I don't know. I'm not sure what pound braid this is. I bought it with the braid on it, but I will say it's braided line. I've got a 15 pound fluoro leader on that as well. And this is what I was catching the ribbon tail on at Gaston. You can see I still have it tied up here. This is it right here. This is a 2/0, just a regular straight shank type hook, offset hook. And this is a 3/16 ounce weight right here that I was using. And this was my setup. And I caught the 5-pounder in either two 2-pounders, 2.5, I think they were probably 2.5 pounders, 2 1/4 pounders on this setup right here on the same day. I had one break me off. First time ever I had my leader break off. And it was after I had caught the 5-pounder and the other 2 fish. So I probably should have retied. My fault, didn't do it, but so that's my setup there. And when I had the Rebel tied on back when we fished the pond, that was also on this same setup right here, this Shimano with the Halo XD3 Pro rod. So anyway, that's that. That's your April tackle talk for the month. I hope y'all enjoy this. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm getting this out a little late. Wanted to try to have it done last week and post it May 1 or May 2, and it just didn't happen. So here we are, May 6th, getting it to you. Real quick, want to just talk about Ryan Holder Outdoors. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Please make sure you check me out on those. Like, subscribe, follow, all of those. Please feel free to comment. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you like. I try to, I do post longer videos just because I don't have the storage to hold videos, and some of them I like to keep to look back on in time or years to come, especially if it involves my boy. So I post them, I leave them long, and then I delete them. So at least they're on the World Wide Web. In 15 years, I can go back and hopefully still watch them. So Ryan Holder Outdoors, and don't forget to check out our Facebook group that we've started called Hooked on Yak Fishing. My good buddy, Real Patriots Fishing, and another one of his good buddies of 20 plus years. We kind of created this group on Facebook just to bring people together to, share their fish pictures, share their kayaks, share their boats, ask questions about how to set up and rig and what works best for others, and just kind of bounce ideas off of each other, whether that's fishing, baits, tackle, rods and reels, yak setups, boat setups, yak trailer setups, whatever. So it's a no shame, no game, no shame in the game there. So I don't care if you catch a fish this big and it made you happy and it was your first one, go post it. We will definitely take care of the people that bash you if you do something like that. We're not going to allow that. So y'all head over there. That's Facebook only, Hooked on Yak Fishing. That is a free group. Anybody can join it. So if you join it and you got other fishing buddies, make sure you send them an invite and have them head over there. I think we're just above 500 members right now, and this group has only been a thing for 2 or 3 months now. 2 or 3 months. I think in February we kind of kicked it off. So anyway, so y'all be sure to head over there, check out Real Patriots Fishing. He's also on YouTube, Facebook. Check out Ryan Holder Outdoors. Check out Hooked on Yak Fishing. And we're gonna be heading back to Gaston on Memorial Day weekend. Looking forward to that. I'm taking the yak and the wife and the boy, and we're going down there with some friends to camp. So looking forward to that. I'll be doing some grilling out and some fishing. And yeah, so other than that, y'all stay tuned. Thanks for joining, thanks for the support, thanks for the comments, and we'll catch you later.